took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Excellent timing, Rook. I've news about our Venatori spy and Crow turncoat. I have deciphered the code from the notes you found. Our friends will meet soon. They plan to take a gondola to rendezvous in the market.
And you want me to go look for a trail and hunt down these spies?
Precisely. Chance Candide is too conspicuous. You'll blend into the comings and goings seamlessly.
Thank you for saving Jacobus. I hope I can help him save himself. He is at a dangerous point in his training. If he is not careful, he risks becoming nearly a killer.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from...
Jacobus.
No. I'm not going to stand around and listen to this. I'll see you later.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
We need both. If we're strong, we can stand against anyone.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
The bookkeepers can bookkeep when the meeting is done.
When and where do we meet?
They'll be in the market.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
You helped this city, and you're helping all of Thedas. You've earned respect.
We just don't know from whom.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
We fight for everyone. And the chance to strike at the gods and the Antam? It's worth the risk. Good luck, Rook. See what this mysterious informant can give us. The meeting is in the market, Rook.
They implied you can't miss them.
Try not to damage anything.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
Bold to try to trap a crow fighting the gods. I'm at least curious. If our informant actually knows where Elgranon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
You look distracted. Something on your mind?
You ever get a bad feeling you can't shake, but you don't know if it's for you or someone else?
With my job, it's usually both.
Yeah. The market never stops, even during occupation. Almost feels like home.
Okay, Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Everyone loves Treviso. Doesn't mean you get to conquer it.
That explains why the streets crawl with undeserving cattle. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the flank. Finish him off. We need to go after the Butcher. Wants me to prove I'm crow enough to be worthy of Treviso? That's what's happening?
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come, I wait among the drowned. The gods gnawed my mind. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a Reaver. And fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
Targets ahead.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me. Will they say? This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful. But not like Treviso.
Something's ready. Ready, ritual.
Final ritual. Use it. Ritual.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island. The ritual. Tearstone Island.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his word.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Avenchi.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold the crows out to the Antom.
I kept Treviso safe, protected. Unlike you crows, I had to think ahead. You know what the Antom did elsewhere in Antiva, and in every other city they occupied. You and your troop of fools would have gladly provoked the Antom to slaughter. I gave them the crows, so they would not take the rest of the city. I gave them an inch, so they would not take a mile.
Rationalize it however you want. Weight the scales so they tip in your favor. You're still a traitor who gave up on the fight and gave up on us. You didn't prevent a slaughter, you just postponed it.
If you hadn't killed the butcher!
Someone else would have. He decided he wasn't their pawn anymore. The gods would have killed him, and then you would be ruled by someone much, much worse.
You should have been a politician, Rook. Instead of wasting your talents with that gang of circus rejects. But this city is mine. We need a real leader. You know who else wants a leader? The Antom. And if someone plays the role they want, they are very accepting. They also understand that bringing order to Treviso requires the purging of disruptive elements that cause nothing but chaos. So go to Tearstone Island. Have your little showdown with the gods, fight your pointless battle, and leave the city to me.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The other officials, of course, know nothing.
Of course. I'm surprised they even remember the governor's name.
I take it you heard? The butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Avenchi is apparently playing the role they want.
The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Avenchi.
Many things bothered me about Avenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Avenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antom, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Avenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antom and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antom more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Avenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Avenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antom beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antom would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Avenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Avenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgernon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Avenchi.
You are a crow, and you have suffered the governor's treachery. You should be here when we stop them.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elgranon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering, and it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants, but it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We've still too much unfinished business nipping at our heels. There's time before the next eclipse. It's best we use it.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? I know she's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. She knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to her. Morgan, too. We could use their help. We're not ready, but we can be. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Of course you found it. And you were worried.
A bit early for the past tense.
So where is this place?
The Mirathas Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alias haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Then I guess I get to meet Aelia in person.
It's time she showed her face. Docktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Aelia's followers, but they can't last forever. Aelia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this going to be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich.
So you're making dinner for the team. Twice.
Everyone has to eat.
Lucanus, you were all that stops us from eating random ancient elven stuff off the shelves. We all owe you our lives.
That is not something people usually say to an assassin. I just don't like to be idle. It's good to have something to keep myself busy that isn't work. Rook, thank you for giving me this contract.
I have a cousin who lives in this part of town. Told me about the Archon's palace attacking the city.
Was your cousin hurt?
No, she was lucky. Her neighbors lost their market stall, though.
I see our targets!
What?
Venatori, stop them!
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
Something to do with the shipments they talked about?
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Uptown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it.
The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. Let's look around, see what we find. Well, that's not good. Sounds like blood magic. Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this. Low Tide Beach. Let's go.
Got company.
I feel the blessing and power.
You'll leave Docktown to us. We won't let you terrorize these people. these Venatori down.
The more scattered we make the cult, the better for Docktown.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on. You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. Stay safe, or as safe as you can. That body, is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
This was a public killing. An execution. The Venatori want people to be scared.
Hey, Rook. I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
Lorelei, she ran the pawn shop. Sold things.
Yes. The Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
Has anyone been held accountable for the damage the palace did to the city?
You think what she was researching?
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around. See what we find.
So, you and Rook?
What happened here?
Where were we?
So, you and Rook?
Do I want to know where this is going?
It's not going anywhere. I don't mean your relationship's not going anywhere. I mean me, my question.
Right.
It's just nice. And you can solve cases together.
We could do that before.
But now, it's romantic.
You know, I just don't think Halos' fish is all that special.
credit there.
Search the area for anyone who needs help.
This was Lorelei's. What did they do to her? So many dead, and for what? To parade their new power, in case we forget.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them, or helped them. What happened here? A letter for Atticus, our missing person. Someone really wanted to meet at the Snake Nest. Why do I have a bad feeling about how that went? This Linus, he must own the Snake Nest. And he knows Atticus. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
Blood. There's a trail. A bloodstained shirt.
No cuts in the material. The blood didn't belong to the owner.
Take a look at that. A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but... something feels off. Alright, that Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her, again. A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're Nev Gallus. If you think you can do something, I'll let you in.
I'll do what I can.
It's across the road.
The bar storage. There has to be more here. All this under the bar storage? Be ready. He might be farther in. Linus, the Snake Nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid, but the price, it was too high.
I'll follow up. Make sure the kid's still taken care of.
There's a key. We should see what else is here.
many did he kill? All for a demon.
This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina.
There. Much sturdier than the old one.
Nev, I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlington. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
Sabina?
You're back. But Atticus...
The man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I need time and... to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Docktown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon?
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Docktown, maybe we'll find more.